quick break.
Yeah, so that was the Nathan Zolta, very impressive rookie. By the way, great fielder, great power hitter, Deadpool hitter. But he ripped a single, made it 6-4, and they held on for the victory. And then game 2, they played Jack Abadi's team, which I picked to win the whole thing. Very strong team with Jeffrey Sack as the pitcher. And they were lucky to come away with a walk-off victory in the bottom of the 7th with Chucky Abadi getting the game-winning hit.
He did it again? I didn't know that.
And NRJ Jr.
All he does is get game-winning hits.
NRJ Jr. got the tying hit.
You have to do a watch, maybe you versus your brother or something.
My brother's a lot better than me in softball, as is everybody else. So, as is all our viewers. But he did come up. Their team had lost game 1. And now they were facing an 0-2 start. And they're a pretty good roster to be facing an 0-2 start. And they were down 4-3 in the last inning. A couple of men on. And he ripped a double to right field to tie the game. Chucky came up next, drawn in infield, drawn in outfield. And he put it over their heads.
So they had the first base open. They could have walked him.
Well, Chucky was the 10 batter.
Yeah.
You're going to walk him to get the top of the order? No, they had to pitch to him.
Yeah.
And Chucky's a professional hitter.
Right.
So back-to-back hits from their 9 and 10 hitter. So that team, you know,
honestly, thinking about it, I would have taken my chance with the leadoff hit. It was Benji Martyr, rookie, and with the Chucky's veteran.
Chucky only gets hits to win these games.
I
don't know.
I would think I would walk him in that situation and let the rookie beat me.
Right.
I mean, as a singles hitter, I'm forced at every base.
Yeah.
And Brack had a huge game yesterday, 5 for 7, double, triple, 3 RBIs. You know, it's like the elder statesman on that team. A lot of the whole team's like under 25. So it's Brack and Chucky. And Jack Abadi, home run, 4 RBIs, and his first gig as a captain. And so that team, I still think that team's the team to beat. If Jeffrey Sackett just does his usual thing.
Now he came late. Right?
Yeah, he came late. He had 10:45. Got caught in the traffic into the stadium.
And they caught a break. They didn't have to face the opposing pitcher. They got David Rishdie, who pitched a good game.
Yeah, David Rishdie pitched good.
You know, but he's not Yedid.
No, he's not. They definitely dodged the bullet, and so they're lucky to be 1-1. And in all fairness, the Dodgers could have been 2-0 without Yedid. That would have been a major, major thing.
Right.
I mean, they could have easily been started off 0-2. The next matchup we had, getting back to winning, they played the first game against Unfinished Business, which is Maurice Haber's team, and really a very good team. Very good team, and I was very impressed with Steve Azer as their pitcher. You know, Maurice had a great team last year with Jeffrey Saka, and he strengthened his pitching a little bit with the Azer. But his big question mark, and it's going to, haunt him the whole year. Feels outfield is a little weak.
I heard that the outfield wasn't great.
Who's his outfield? What's the 3
He's
outfield?
got Steven Safdie in center, but he's a much better left fielder, and he's got Saul Cohen in left and Jody LeBeau in right. I mean, not much speed. So a lot of things are going to fall in. The gaps are going to fall in, and you know, again, he's hoping that there's not many hard balls we hit with Azer. But he probably made a great pick with Salim Levy at third base. He's an outstanding defensive third baseman and a great hitter. Yeah. Eddie Rishdie at short. So his left side is very, very good. He's got Nemi Katz, who's a very good fielding first baseman. Yeah. He's a good hitter, very good fielding first baseman. Maurice plays short center, and Richie Braha plays second base. So. You know, they're good. It's great bats. And
yeah, I like that team a lot with Azer there and the left side of the infield, like you said.
Yeah.
The outfield is definitely weak. Jody played very well in right field last year, but with not such a fast center fielder or, Steven Safdie.
Yeah. Listen, if you have Jackie Abadi or Jackie Dowell in center, it's a different story.
For sure, yeah.
You know, you get all those balls in the gaps, but it's... He played a lot last year in the LeBeau's in right field.
LeBeau's played right last year. He barely caught last year. Yeah, and he was good.
Wow.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll, I don't know more.
By the way, your team, you didn't have Albert Levy in right field. He's like a reliable right fielder. You had him on the bench.
In the second game. He batted 2 games and played the outfield.
Their team, the GM is bad, the manager is bad, the president is bad, the on-field moves are bad. But anyway, sorry.
That's to the side.
I digress. Sorry.
Some teams have to follow the code that we have in the league where players have to play a certain amount. So right now we're being very very kind to the players on the team.
Okay, but soon you're gonna have to abandon everything because you're winless.
But Douglas, you do know about the 2-strike rule in the YNSL.
What's the 2-strike rule?
If you're a captain for your first 2 years, you don't make the playoffs, you're out. You know.
I don't think you want to be in. You don't make it the first 2 years.
So you better get that team in.
For sure.
So, but anyway, that was their first game, and then they looked very good. In the next game, they played Insane, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I can't see, but Insane played. They played Maurice Haber's team, and again, that was Insane. Basically, the same team as last year.
Right.
Yeah.
The big difference is
Leo.
rookie Leo Casson going up, with Steve Azer. And,
did you see some of that game?
I saw the first game, Insane versus Grip,
Right.
Grip, which was a very good game.
So I had asked about Leo.
Yeah.
They said he pitched very well. No walks. Everything comes right over. Not so much inside, outside, or any stuff, but everything was consistently. As they said, he was good yesterday, but he will be a pitcher in the league, and he'll be. He'll pick up some other things along the way.
Yeah. On the bright side with that, we saw the return of Buka yesterday for the first time in 3 years, and he had a big week yesterday, 4 for 6, double, triple, 2 RBIs. Jack Jamal, 4 for 6 also. And I'll tell you, they might have had the best player that's been down for a few years, Ike Jamal, 4 for 5 yesterday, home run, 4 RBIs. He's, he's
we had him last year. He was
potential.
awesome last year.
Yeah, potential for, but he wasn't hitting like he. Still, to me, center field, he's one of the top.
Right.
And if he hits like he's capable.
And in the preseason show, if you recall, if we go back to the videotape, some of the panel were questioning if Buka's going to come back and be strong.
Yeah.
Remember? And look at this, 4 for 6 right off the bat.
We didn't get reports of how he was in the field. So I don't really know how his movement was. They also have Eli Haddon in the outfield. Reliable outfielders. So. That was they're a good team. They're going to go as far as Leo takes them. I mean, you have Jaime, Mo Shama, Sammy Towell, a lot of veteran leadership on that team. Eli Harari, which a lot of people are saying went a little early in the 4th round, I think he's got a great bat. Might have been a little shaky in left field.
Right.
So, that's something they're going to have to work on. And but
Like you said, it's the same team as last year, but it's not Azer at pitcher.
No.
So, I don't know. I mean, we doubted them last year, and they proved everybody wrong, and we heard about it all off season.
Yeah.
Every time we make a prediction, well, you guys didn't even pick Insane to make the playoffs this year. We know. But now this year, downgrading at pitcher, we think. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We got to give it more than 1 week to decide, but they have a solid team, question mark at pitcher. I'm not sold just yet,
Well, listen, anybody knows that the reason they won last year was Steve Azer. I mean, you get that guy in the 7th round, that was...
it's a steal.
Yeah. And to his credit, we should go back to the other rookie pitcher besides Max Shodito, also had a fine day, was David Azer. He only gave up 9 runs on the day. He lost 3-1 the second game to Grippet, which is another fine team, the Schulmans, but... he's going to be very good. He's a very intense player. That team, Tiger Blood, as we mentioned, had no offense whatsoever yesterday.
Tiger Blood.
Yeah. So they, he pitched good, and I think he's going to be fine. And he's, I think we got a lot of potential young up and coming pitchers for a long time.
So Tiger Blood split?
No, they lost both.
They lost both. Oh boy.
Yeah, the standings are right now. There's 2 2-0 teams. You have Unfinished Business and Alley Oop.
Right.
And 2 0-2 teams, which is Tiger Blood and Cheeseheads, and the rest of the league is 1-1.
Nice.
So there is a lot of parity.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to see the whole league 1-1 after.
It was interesting playing different teams.
That was fun.
It was fun.
That was fun. But I heard reports about David Azer from a couple of sources about a controversy with covering home plate. Do you know anything about this, Bobby?
Well, I did hear, and I spoke to a couple of people in the organization, and apparently he told Sakal, that he covers the plate, and Leon Sakal is a 15-year veteran, and a 4-time Gold Glove winner,
and a good fielder, yeah.
So he didn't take too kindly to that, and rightly so. So David Azer is, it showed a lot of guts at 20 years old to tell a 38-year-old.
Right.
Well, I shouldn't say that. 34-year-old.
29-year-old catcher.
Catcher to take a hike, basically, when there's a play.
So maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. Max, listen, if you're listening.
What do you mean that's
you gotta cover home. NLJ can't cover home. You take over.
No, the pitcher is actually supposed to back up the catcher on a play at the plate. The pitcher's got enough to do, and on a play at the plate, especially with Sakala as your catcher, you're not supposed to cover the plate.
Right.
You're supposed to be in a different position.
Right.
And I don't know if it's guts or arrogance or whatever it is, but Azer's definitely wrong. He pitched well. Focus on pitching. Don't focus on plays at the plate. That's the catcher's job.
Well, I do remember about 15 years ago, the early days of the YMSL, Jeffrey Sackett tried to cover the plate with Zach Indy as the catcher. And if you ever seen Zach Indy with his equipment, his mask alone weighs 40 pounds. His shin guards, he took Jeffrey Sackett, kicked him in the shin guards, and Sackett went flying, and he never saw
that equipment was the reason he won 10 gold gloves in a row, because he showed up with the real equipment.
He took pride in that. But so that was, that was the last time Jeffrey Sackett ever did that. And, really, it's almost humiliating for the catcher, to say the least.
Especially a good catcher. Yeah. He's good.
No,
it's not like he can't make a play.
He's a veteran catcher. I mean, it's not like he's...
don't give up the hit that leads to a play at the plate, and you want to worry about it.
Yeah, well,
I don't like that. Young pitcher covering home now. He's worried about being the top five pitcher, but he's alienating his own catcher.
Yeah, that's not going to make too many friends like that.
No.
And then I heard also that he told his captain he doesn't like lefty catchers. So he's not making too many friends in the organization right now.
So Cal will either just quit and walk away, or it looks like there may be a trade for Tiger Blood, who's 0-2 right now.
Yeah. There's always a spot for a good catcher.
Call the Cheeseheads. Their whole team is available,
captain included. Right now, after our break, we're going to go and open up the phone lines. I'm sure we have a lot of fans that want to try to get reaching us right now after week 1. So,
from what I understand, we got upgraded phone lines now.
Yeah.
We can take in around 30 or 40 lines. What's the phone number that they should call in, Bob? Bob?
The
phone number.
Right now, 732-531-5959, and we're opening up the phone lines right now.
What?
I was do the next thing.
So 732-531-5959.